Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Vishwanath Tiwari from Central University of Rajasthan. Today I am going to talk you about the module that is kinetics of bi-substrate reactions, ping pong reactions and multi-substrate reaction. This module has been taken from molecular enzymology and protein engineering paper. So, objective of this module is to understand the bi-substrate as well as multi-substrate reaction. When you are saying bi-substrate, that means we have two substrate. When you are saying multi-substrate, we have more than two substrate. So, we have decided the following objective for this module. The first one is the introduction, where we will introduce about bi-substrate and multi-substrate reaction. Then the second is rapid equilibrium random bi-bi reaction. We will discuss it into the detail, and then we will discuss about the ordered bi-substrate reaction, where we further discuss what is single displacement ordered reaction, what is double displacement ordered reaction, what is Thorel chance displacement reaction. So, we will also correlate the kinetics of different reactions during this module. So, you know that the enzyme in the biological system may have one substrate, they may have two substrate, or they may have more than two substrate. But mainly we are studying the kinetic parameters for one substrate reaction. So, the Km and Vmax what we are determining for single substrate reaction may not be the real one when you are talking about bi and multi substrate reaction, because in bi and multi substrate reaction the co-substrate or second or third substrate also having variation in the concentration. Therefore, if you want to calculate true Km and true Vmax in multi substrate reaction or bi-substrate reaction, then you have to perform experiment in the saturated level of co-substrate also. So, in this section we will also discuss multi-reactant enzymes by examining some common bioreactant systems. You know that glycolysis is a pathway where you have a reaction that is catalyzed by hexokinase enzyme. So, hexokinase or glucokinase, both are isozymes. So, they catalyzes conversion of glucose into glucose 6 phosphate, and they are also using ATP. So, if you see that particular reaction, this is one of the commonest example you have for bi-substrate reaction, where glucose is the first substrate, ATP is the second substrate, and that is catalyzed by hexokinase, and we will produce glucose 6 phosphate, that is first product, and ADP, that is the second product. So, theoretically the mechanism of bi-substrate reaction is not dependent only on the glucose, it is also influenced by concentration of ATP. There are two type of bi-substrate or multi-substrate reaction. The first one is rapid equilibrium random bi-bi reaction, and the second is ordered bi-bi reaction. The ordered bi-bi reaction is further classified into single displacement reaction, which is also known as ping pong reaction, or double displacement reaction, and a modified double displacement that is Theoral charge displacement reaction. So we will discuss all the mechanism of random ordered by reactions into the detail in this module, which will help us to understand the bisubstrate and multi-substrate reactions and their kinetics. The first model of bisubstrate reaction is rapid equilibrium random by reaction, where two substrate A and B binds with the enzyme in the random fashion. You can compare it with the binding of two substrate to enzyme to the non-competitive inhibitor, where substrate can bind first, inhibitor can bind first, non-competitive inhibitor can bind first. Similarly, here both the substrate, either substrate A, either substrate B, either substrate A can bind to the enzyme, either substrate B can bind to the enzyme. But if the substrate A binds, we will have EA complex, that is followed by binding of B, so we will have EAB complex. There may be possibility that enzyme firstly combine with the substrate B, then EB complex are formed, and then it later it will combine with the A and producing EAB complex. So if you have two possibilities, anyone can take place at a time. That's why it is known as a random equilibrium reaction. In this reaction, if you study the kinetics, you can see that in equation, when free enzyme combined with the substrate A, it has rate constant of K and produces EA complex, enzyme first substrate complex. When it combined with the second substrate, it is having rate constant of Kb and producing EAB complex. Kb can also be considered as Km of second substrate. So EAB complex, that is ternary complex, is formed. The reaction between A and B take place within the active site of enzyme, and that produces products P and Q. So EAB is converted into PQ, EPQ, and once the products are formed, the product start release from enzyme substrate complex. So if the first substrate is P, then the conversion of EPQ having the rate constant of Kp and producing EQ plus P, EQ further release the Q, which is a second product with the rate constant of Q. As I have told you that rapid equilibrium bisubstrate reaction doesn't have any order. So in binding of both the substrate, we don't have order. The release of both the substrate, release of the product also doesn't have any order. So therefore, either A can bind first or B can bind first, either P can release first, either Q can release first. So therefore, you have different combination of ES complex formation and release of the product. So this is similar to the non-competitive inhibition, but the difference here is that ternary complex which is formed here is catalytically active, while ternary complex which is formed in the non-competitive inhibition is catalytically inactive. So the velocity of the reaction is dependent on K2 or Kp into ternary complex concentration. The total enzyme concentration that is present in random by reaction is distributed in three forms. First form is the free enzyme. Second form is if A bind before B, so EA complex, or third species is EB when B bind before A, and the fourth one is ternary complex. So when you solve the equation, of velocity. So velocity is equal to Kp into EAB complex, because it is the EAB complex that decides the rate of product appearance. So if you divide V with the total enzyme concentration, then it becomes V upon ET is equals to Kp into EAB divided by E plus EA plus EB plus EAB. When you solve this value and you're putting the value of EAB in the equation, you're removing Kp and solving this equation in a similar fashion as we have the equation for single substrate reaction, which is discussed in the other module. Then you will have the final equation is V upon V max is equals to the concentration of A, first substrate, into the concentration of B, second substrate, divided by Ka, dissociation constant of the first substrate, Kb, dissociation constant of the second substrate. Whole is divided by 1 plus A concentration divided by K plus B concentration divided by Kb plus A concentration into B concentration divided by Ka into Kb. Here we are putting the values for different enzyme forms, and after solving this equation, the final equation will be V upon V max is equal to concentration of A into concentration of B divided by Ka into Kb plus Kb multiplied by A plus Ka multiplied by B plus A into B. In this case, Vmax is dependent on Kp into Et. So basically, Vmax is representing how fast your EAB is converted into the products. And the equation can be rearranged to show either A or B as a varied substrate at a fixed label of other substrate. In some equation, we have two type of kinetics. So when we are calculating two type of kinetics, we are assuming that, let's say, if A bind first and B bind after the binding of A, and B having dissociation constant of the Kb, but once the reaction is reversed, the dissociation constant of second substrate is quite different from dissociation constant if the same second substrate is going to be the first substrate. Therefore, sometimes the Ka and Kb is written as alpha K and alpha Kb to just differentiate the difference in the Ka and Kb values when it is the second substrate which will bind. But in this equation, I'm taking both the condition as a same condition, so I'm not having alpha K and alpha Kb. When the concentration of A varied, the equation become V upon V max is equals to the concentration of A into concentration of V divided by Ka within the bracket 1 plus Kb upon the concentration of B plus the concentration of A in the bracket 1 plus Kb divided by concentration of V. At the fixed concentration of V, the velocity equation can be written as V divided by V max apparent is equals to A divided by Km apparent plus A concentration, where V max apparent and Km apparent are apparent constants at fixed concentration of B. When B concentration is saturating, the constants are Kma and the 2 Vmax. When we have the concentration equals to infinite, then Kb divided by the concentration of B and modified Kb divided by concentration of V terms goes to 0. After discussion of random bisubstrate reaction, where the order of entry of substrate and exit of the product is not fixed, let's discuss ordered bi reaction, where the order of entry of two substrate and exit of the product are fixed. The ordered bisubstrate reaction is further divided into double displacement, where displacement of the substrate products takes place in 2 times and entry of the substrate take place in 2 times. The second one is single displacement, where both substrate enters together and both product release together. And the third one is theoretic chance displacement, where entry of the first substrate followed by exit of the first product. But exit of the first product is so fast that we don't have any ternary complex. The first one we will discuss about single displacement order reaction. In this bi reaction, the entry of the both substrate takes place in one time, as well as the release of the product take place simultaneously. In this graph, you can see that the free enzyme, when combined with the first substrate producing EA complex, which combined with the second substrate producing a ternary complex, that is EAB, which is converted into another ternary complex, that is EPQ, and the release of the first product produces EQ, and the finally second product is released, and then we have the free enzyme. So if you see that both the substrate A and B enter together and both the product P and Q release together, so therefore they are the single displacement reaction. So if you see the kinetics of this reaction, then you will find that the first substrate combined with the enzyme with a constant of K producing EA complex, which combined with the second substrate with a constant Kb and producing EAB complex, which is a ternary complex, and it is converted into second ternary complex, that is EPQ, and then EPQ is converted into EQ plus product with a constant of Kp, and then EQ is finally releasing its second product with a constant of Kq. You can see that in single displacement, the order of entry of substrate is fixed. So if the first substrate A enter, it is always take place. We will never have substrate B enter before substrate A. Therefore, it is a fixed ordered single displacement. Similarly, to the derivation of random bisubstrate reaction, we can also derive equations for single displacement order reaction, where initial velocity is dependent on ternary complex. So V0 is equal to Kp into EAB. When you solve these equations similar to the previous equation, you will find that V divided by Et is equals to Kp into ternary complex concentration divided by concentration of E, concentration of EA, and concentration of EAB. If you compare this single displacement reaction with the random displacement reaction, you will find that here we don't have EB, because here the order is fixed. So once the first substrate bind, then second substrate bind. That's why you never have free EB formation. It is always A that combine first, so we'll have EA complex, and once the second substrate combined to the EA complex, we will have EAB. When you solve this, you will find finally the V divided by Vmax is equals to the concentration of A into the concentration of B divided by Ka into Kb plus Kb divided by Ka plus concentration of A into concentration of B. If the conversion of EAB to EPQ is rapid as dissociation constant, then steady state assumption must be used to derive the velocity equation. For single displacement order by-substrate reaction, the steady state derivation yields following equation, and that is V upon Vmax is equals to the concentration of A into the concentration of B divided by KIA into KMB plus KMB into the concentration of A plus KMA into the concentration of B plus the concentration of A into the concentration of B, where KIA is the dissociation constant of A and KMA is the concentration of A that yields half maximum velocity at saturating B. Although it is not written here, but if it is KMB, then it is going to be the concentration of B that yield half maximum velocity at saturating A. So this particular reciprocal plot is very similar to the competitive inhibitor in the appearances. After discussion of single displacement order reaction and its kinetics, let's have discuss the examples which follows single displacement order reaction. You have heard about dehydrogenases like malate dehydrogenase, alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. They are mainly present in carbohydrate metabolism. So dehydrogenases such as malate dehydrogenase, I am taking one example, malate dehydrogenase. This malate dehydrogenase is an enzyme of TCA cycle which converts malate into oxaloacetate. As you know that in single displacement order reaction, both substrate enter together and both product release together, but they have fixed order of entry of the substrate and exit of the product. So in the case of malate dehydrogenase, the first substrate that enter is NAD. The second substrate that enter is malate. We cannot change the order of entry of the substrate because in dehydrogenases we have active site that is a group which is known as Rosenman fold, and that is responsible for the binding of NAD. So if you have NAD, NAD will go into the Rosenman fold and then malate comes. So malate cannot come before NAD, because if malate is present in the active site, NAD cannot go and bind to the Rosenman fold. So therefore NAD will go into the pocket and then malate will bind, and the reaction between malate and NAD take place within the active site that result into the production of oxaloacetate. So malate is converted into oxaloacetate and NAD, which is present in the Rosenman fold, is converted into NADH. When we are talking about the release of this product, then oxaloacetate is releasing before NADH, because NADH is present in the fold, Rosenman fold, so it cannot come out until you are not displacing oxaloacetate. After discussion of single displacement, let's have discuss double displacement reaction. It is also known as ping pong reaction. So in double displacement reaction, as the name suggests, we have two types of displacement. So entry of the substrate take place in two times and exit of the product also take place in two times. This shows that the first substrate entry is followed by the release of the first product. Similarly, the entry of the second substrate result into the release of second product. So not both the substrate entering together, neither both the products release together. Therefore, entry and exit of the product, therefore, entry of substrate and exit of the product take place in two times. This reaction is known as ping pong because ping means come, pong means go. So first substrate pings and first product goes. Then second substrate pings and second product goes. You can see in the graph, you can see in the picture, free enzyme combined with substrate A and producing EA complex. And there is a conversion of EA complex into EP, and that product is released, and the group which is carried by A, which will require to be transferred to the substrate B, is carried by the free enzyme. So now you can see that enzyme is modifying, that's why it is E prime, and the second substrate B enters and the complex E prime B is formed. So the group which is carried by the E prime is transferred to the B, and now B become Q. So the free enzyme again regenerated and the second product Q releases. Similar to the derivation of single displacement, we can also derive kinetic equation for double displacement reaction. So steady state equation that is calculated for double displacement is V upon V max is equals to the concentration of A into the concentration of V divided by Kmb into the concentration of A plus Kma into the concentration of B plus the concentration of A into the concentration of B. The rearranging to show the concentration of A at the varied substrate at different fixed concentration of V, the equation become V divided by V max is equals to the concentration of A divided by Kma plus the concentration of A multiplied by 1 plus Kmb divided by Kb. Since Kma terms in the denominator is not multiplied by any factor, so the reciprocal plot obtained at fixed concentration of B will be parallel. If you remember it, it is very much similar to the uncompetitive inhibition. After discussion of kinetics of double displacement reaction or ping pong reaction, let's have discuss the example of ping pong reaction. As you know that ping pong reaction where entry of the first substrate is followed by exit of the first product, and then second substrate enter, and then second product releases. So the well known example of ping pong reaction is hexokinases, where the first substrate is ATP. So ATP will bind to the hexokinase and the phosphate of the ATP will transfer to the hexokinase. So the result into the phosphorylated hexokinase or phosphate containing hexokinase and ADP. So ADP is released. So in the first half of the reaction, ATP binds, transfer its phosphate to hexokinase and ADP is released. And we have left with phosphorylated hexokinase. Then second substrate enter. Second substrate in this case is glucose. So when glucose enter to the phosphorylated hexokinase, then phosphate from hexokinase is transferred to this glucose and glucose 6-phosphate is produced. So that will release. But when the phosphate from hexokinase is transferred to the glucose, the phosphate hexokinase or phosphate containing hexokinase is converted back into the hexokinase. And as you know that in every reaction, enzymatic reaction, enzyme remain unaltered. So hexokinase is again regenerated, that is involved in next reaction. The interesting point here is, if you are replacing glucose with any other hexoses, then conformation of glucoses is different from hexoses. So ATP hydrolysis take place because that is independent to the binding of glucose. But if replacing glucose with the pentoses, then pentose 5-phosphate will not form because pentose having structure different from the glucose, so they cannot take phosphate from hexokinase. After discussion of single displacement where both substrate enter together, both product release together, double displacement when one substrate enter, one product release, second substrate enter, second product release. There is a third class of ordered by substrate reaction, and that is known as Theoral chance displacement mechanism. So in Theoral chance displacement mechanism, it is a specific case of single displacement where the entry of the second substrate and exit of the first product is so fast that we will not have any ternary complex form. So the steady state concentration of ternary complex are kinetically insignificant. So we cannot isolate it, we cannot determine it. From this figure you can see that the enzyme E combined with the substrate A producing EA complex. At the same time, when substrate B enter, the product P releases. So we are not having any ternary complexes existing here. Ternary complex means EAB complex, EPQ complex. So after release of the first product, we will left with EQ complex, which released its second product, and free enzyme is regained. Let's have discuss the examples of Theoral chance displacement. Alcohol dehydrogenase, that is important in detoxification of ethanol or conversion of ethanol, is one of the example which follow Theoral chance displacement, where the first substrate NAD binds and the second substrate ethanol binds, and the release of acetaldehyde is so fast that we don't have any ternary complex. Therefore, alcohol dehydrogenase is behaving Theoral chance displacement. The second example, which is also following the Theoral chance mechanism, is aminoglycoside phosphotransferases, where the substrate A as compared to its kinetic equation is ATP, and the second substrate is aminoglycosides such as kanamycin. The product which is released is a kanamycin phosphate, and the second product which is released is ADP. So you can see that the entry of aminoglycoside and exit of aminoglycoside phosphate, if you're putting the name, the entry of kanamycin and release of the kanamycin phosphate. So the entry of aminoglycoside and exit of the aminoglycoside phosphate is so fast that we don't have any ternary complex form. Therefore, there also belongs to Theoral chance displacement mechanism. So students, let's summarize what we have discussed in this module. So in present module, we have discussed about bi-substrate reaction kinetics. So based on the type of reaction, bi-substrate reaction is divided into random bi-substrate reaction, ordered bi-substrate reaction. Ordered reaction is further divided into double displacement, single displacement, and theoretic chance displacement. So, theoretic chance displacement is nothing but is a specific case of single displacement where entry of the first substrate and exit of the first product is so fast that we do not have any ternary complex. So, the ternary complex, which is a characteristic of single displacement, is not going to exist when you are talking about theoretic chance displacement. But when you are talking about double displacement, then we are also not having ternary complex. So, ternary complex is a characteristic only of single displacement, but it is absent in theoretic chance displacement as well as double displacement. If you are talking about the modified enzyme, so we will only have modified enzyme in the case of double displacement, where the groups from the substrate is carried for transient time by the enzyme, which is finally transferred to the another substrate, and that will help in the formation of the product. So, in this module we have discussed how kinetics of different bisubstrate reaction works, and it helps to understand the process of the catalysis of bisubstrate reaction as well as multi-substrate reaction. This is important because most of the biomolecular reactions, they are bisubstrate or multi-substrate. Thank you.